Welcome. Thank you for joining in today again. This is Dr. Elvis Joseph, New Life Revelation Ministries. So, on our 20 days of prayer and fasting, today I am talking I started from the scripture, Acts chapter number 16, and we are on verse number 3. This is our third session. I'm inviting you on this chapter because that's where we are during our prayer session. And I'm reading verse number 3. We're still on the first phrase. And it says, Paul wanted to have him. This is Timothy, which the scripture is talking about. And Paul wanting is a heavenly signal. I think when scripture says Paul wanted, this is not an emotional preference. It's heavenly indication that is expressed through a man. And it's difficult usually really to read that concept when the heaven is impressing its interest or indicating its desire for somebody. It's done through an individual or through a man. So apostolic desire is not an appetite that is personal. It is not an appetite for help. It's not an appetite for companionship. It is not because Paul is lonely. It is not because Paul is in need of assistance or strategic convenience. I know there are servants of God, there are men of God who may want people for different reasons. They want others for their companionship. They want others, they want to deal with their loneliness. Some, it's also strategic convenient. They look for sound, wealthy people. They sometimes look for people because they need assistance. Yes, it may be in the end that the person will give you assistance. But when you look in this concept, this is not a spiritual appetite, or this is not a personal appetite. This is called an apostolic desire. So it is often interpreted as revelation. So what the apostle wants is frequently what heaven is pointing to. So I've seen that when you meet somebody and you begin to speak with them, and when they fail to understand that, they would think that you want them to join them, when it is the heaven pointing to them. This is what happens even in the scenario I once quoted in other sessions, that we have a man who started to follow Elijah, and this man is Elisha. Elijah just went to Elisha and hit him with a cloak. And from there, Elisha had to say that I'm going to bid farewell to my family and I'm coming to follow you. That is what is happening on this incident, because Paul is wanting Timothy to have him, and this is heaven pointing on him. And I think it is going to be spiritual wisdom when you understand that when you are desired, it's revelation, and you are being unlocked. Your destiny, your revelation, your assignment is being unlocked. Your purpose is being unlocked. I know I've seen young people who even get into the line, and then once off, they feel like they have to move and do what they want. But what I begin to see on this concept, the Bible says Paul wanted to have him. It is not Timothy wanting to be with Paul. It may be vice versa, but the emphasis is not from Timothy. This is also a teaching that can be also different from the common ones, where it's usually a son who should run after a father. And if you check in the two scenarios that I'm giving you from the biblical perspective, first one of Elijah, it's him who's going after Elisha. The second one of Paul, it's him who's going after Timothy. Yes, There are moments when sons are chasing the fathers, but there are times when also God turns the hearts of the fathers to identify and to see sons. So what we see is this, that heaven itself has a way of desiring those it needs for ministry, and it puts the desire on the Father, and the Father desires the Son, and the Father is now the one who is expressing that desire for the Son. And God signals through his authorized vessel. And I don't know if I can say I want you to pray to be desired, but I want you to know that heavens, yes, may speak audibly, but it does not always speak like that. God signals through alignment of desire in an authorized career. So you see that Samuel saw David, Jesus called the 12, and Paul wanted Timothy. So when authorized man descends a person, it is divine recognition, not human selection. So they are authorized men who may desire you. And when that happens, I want you to consider that as the favor of God locating you for what you are destined to do and where you are destined to be. Maybe our time is up. Let's connect once again for the session for tomorrow. God bless you, and tune in as you invite others.